Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. After seeing these ingredients, if you're thinking that I'm going to show you a recipe, then you're not completely wrong because using these kitchen ingredients, I'm going to show you how to make a wonderful face pack, also called Ubtan, or a bath powder, or it's also called Nalangu Maavu in South Indian languages, which is a gentle herbal bath powder that cleanses, softens, and naturally scents your skin. The best part, you don't need exotic herbs because you can create it with everyday ingredients from your pantry. This natural mix not only keeps your skin fresh and glowing but also brings a touch of tradition to your skincare routine. This also acts as a gifting pack to your friends and family. So, if you want to know how to do this, please continue watching. To make this uptan, I am using few common ingredients like moong, black gram, peas, tapioca seeds, rice and chana, all 1 cup each. And these are legumes which are rich in starch. They can cleanse your skin, nourish the skin, gently exfoliate the dead skin cells, control excess oil, brighten your complexion because it's also rich in protein and vitamins. They will soothe the irritated skin, help to maintain firm, youthful skin. They also give you a radiant look in a very natural way. I'm taking 1 cup each. It all depends on how much quantity you're making, but it's always good to make in small quantities. If you're planning to use this as a gifting purposes, then you can increase the quantity, and also you can include a few other extra ingredients, some rich ingredients like almonds, etc. Then you can also include some fragrances which will add to the gifting purpose. The next part of this pack is adding few dry flowers. I have these lavender flower buds which I had purchased online. If you don't have these, you can add rose petals which are dry, hibiscus flowers, and even blue pea flowers which will enhance the fragrance. The therapeutic nature of this pack will be enhanced, and each flower carries its own natural properties that will increase the skin's health, and it also gives the fragrance for this particular this bath powder or the face pack which you would be making. So next would be to impart some oilness into the face pack or the Maavu, Nalangu Maavu or the bath powder. For that I am using coconut scrapings which will log the skin's moisture, keeping the skin soft and supple, and it will also hydrate the skin without leaving it too dry. So I am adding the scrapings of the coconut, the outer shell which is brown in color, which has a lot of oil content. The next would be some herbs like rosemary. I'm adding few a small cup of it. Rosemary is very good for the skin. Next I will be adding some lemon peels, or even if you have orange peels, orange peel powder, you can add those because it will brighten the skin, and it has a rich quantity of vitamin C which will fade dark spots, tan or pigmentation, and give a radiant glowing skin. So I have added peels of 3 or 4 lemons. Next I will be taking fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon, because it is rich in antioxidants and it will reduce fine lines, wrinkles, and early signs of aging. It also has antibacterial and antifungal properties. The other ingredient which has such important properties is these neem leaves, which you cannot miss at all if you are having sensitive and acne prone skin. I am adding a handful of these because it has very good in anti-inflammatory properties which can reduce pimples and acne. The other ingredient would be to brighten your skin. Then for that you need to add a turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon. It also evens skin tone, and licorice powder which is also easily available online. This also adds the brightness to your skin. It will improve the texture, the pigmentation it will reduce, and also gives the complexion a glowing look. So licorice and turmeric are those two important ingredients if you want a very bright skin. So once you have collected all these ingredients, the next step would be to make the powder. For that you need to dry these ingredients to crisp. Either you can keep it in the sun for a day or two, otherwise you can do as I am doing in this video. Since I have taken oil rich coconut scrapings, I will not be using any oil in this. And if you don't have this coconut scrapings, you can just use a teaspoon of ghee for in this process. Now since I have used it, I'm not going to use the ghee, which is not necessary for me. Take a pan, put it on the stove, lit the stove, and you can simply roast this to a very slightly good temperature so that all these ingredients becomes uh, crisp, so that you can grind it into a fine powder. This may take just 5 minutes for you to roast, and once it is done, you can powder this. After cooling it very completely, you need to cool it because any moisture left in these ingredients may spoil the product. So always dry it completely before you can make the powder. After 5 minutes, just put off the stove, allow it to cool, and all these ingredients have become very crisp. So this is ready to be made into powder. Once you have ground all that into fine powder, you need to sieve it or filter it out so that you can separate the coarse from the fine. The fine powder is what you need to put it on your face as a face pack, and the coarse powder can be used as a bath powder, because the roughage of these ingredients may help you to exfoliate dead skin cells of the body. But don't use it on your face because it will be very coarse, and that may damage your sensitive skin on the face. That is why it is important that you save it or filter it so that you get the fine powder. When you're filtering all these ingredients, you need to add the powders which you have taken, like the turmeric and the licorice powder. Add it during the process of filtering it so that it gets mixed easily into the powder of the fine powder. So here I have got one plate full of fine powder, and this is the coarse powder which can be used as a bath powder. You can store this in the refrigerator for as many months as you want, because all these ingredients are dry, and if you have not used any moisture, if you not let any moisture seep in, it will remain completely in good condition in the refrigerator. Since all these are natural ingredients, it may turn very pale. If you keep it at room temperature, it may have infestation because of the natural ingredients, like the grains, the legumes which you have used may tend to have worms coming if you keep it in the room temperature for a longer period. So it's always important that you store this in the refrigerator. Whenever you give this as a gift, please tell them also that this has to be kept in the refrigerator and used whenever is needed. So as you can see, I have separated the smooth and the fine powder from the coarse one. I'm going to pack it into a very clean jar, very dry jar, plastic jar. This will go into as a face pack, and I'll store this in the refrigerator. One is the face pack, the other is the bath powder. For bath powder, you can mix it with any even a coffee powder and use it on your body. For this face pack, you can mix with very gentle uh, cream or even curd, rose water, or anything which a liquid, and this will go as a face pack. So here I'm just taking a teaspoon of this powder, and I'm going to mix it with little water because I like only with water. If you want, add curd, even lemon juice, or even rose water. You can rice water, cooked rice water. There are many options which you can use it. So depending on what you like on your face, rice water is the best. If you don't like curd, you can use milk also. So once you mix this thoroughly, it will become a smooth paste like, and this you can apply on your skin, leave it for 5 to 10 minutes until it semi dries, not completely dry. Leave it for 5 minutes and just slightly scrub your face with this face pack once it is dry, and wash it off with mild cool water, and this will give you a very glowing skin. Try making this face pack from your available ingredients and see how this works for you. If you like more such DIYs, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.